All right, name that model directly. We're going to take things a little bit slow. So I realized that in the prior videos, we gave you a superpower of CRUD. I'm going to put that superpower in your pocket for just a second. We're going to come back to it. We will add it in. But for right now, let's just do Flask make controller, give it the controller name, and then we're going to make the model directly. We're going to name the model directly. What I mean by that is we're going to add the option, the flag, minus model. It's really an option here. And we're going to explicitly tell what the model is. So this is your opportunity to use whatever you want. So in the example, I said Flask make controller recipe controller. So this recipe controller will control my recipe model. But if you like plural model names, then by all means, add an S here and call it recipes. I have my Flask application up and running here. We won't be able to see any routes on this, but just so you can see code that's been added to the application. And so you can see I haven't done anything off camera. Under app, under models, here are my models. So I have no recipe models. Under controller, here I just have the main controller. I just have the user model. So no recipe model, no recipe controller. So let's go and to the terminal. We're in our project, which I happen to just call my project. You call it whatever you want. And then we're going to do Flask make controller recipe controller. I'm going to make this a little bit longer. Okay, and now you have your superpower, but just put it in your pocket for a second. If you want to do this, if you want to use your control minus CRUD, by all means, go for it. You're going to see me do it here in a future video. Right now, I want to focus on model. So this should get us just a very basic controller with a pass, right? We've seen that. But we want to tie a model to it. So recipe, okay. And this, as I was saying, if you like plural models and you want to call this recipes, then by all means, go for it. I'm going to follow convention and just call it singular, so recipe, run that. And so on disk, what happened is we have a recipe controller, very simple. It got registered, so it's in the init under controllers. And then in my model, I have a stubbed out recipe model, which is more code than what's in the controller. And then it got registered here. Nothing else happened. There's no templates. They're just the mains. If you go to your route file or your init file for your create app, the routes, it's just the main's blueprint, nothing else, no recipes, blueprint registered. So that minus CRUD that you have in your pocket that you're holding on to, none of that got implemented. It just was focusing on, can we build the controller and the model together? And you can do that with this this option here of minus model, and then giving the model name. And that's it. All right, so in the next video, what we'll do is we'll see how you can use the shorten -m, which we use that shorten -m flag on make view. You can use that same flag with make controller. All right, see you in the next video.